What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back for another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle against subscriber/follower on Twitter. Today we're having a rematch with Arc in the RU tier this time around instead of UU, which is what we had a couple of battles ago. And I've just been asking for a whole bunch of battles on Twitter today, and the same people have been responding, so I ran out of people to battle, so we're going to give a rematch to Mr. Arc here. He did pretty well last time. And the time before that, because I think this is the third time that we battled on the channel, if I'm not mistaken, third total time. Anyway, regardless, we're going to go over the team here. It's the same team that I brought in the battle previously against Mike. That was a good battle. If you haven't seen that, you should go check it out for sure. I think it wasn't as close as what the score was. I feel like I kind of got walloped. But anyway, what did I want to say? Oh yeah, before we get started today, if you guys have not done so already and you would like to show some support to the channel and the series and all that good stuff, just a friendly reminder, it only takes a couple seconds to show your support down in the likes or in the comment section below. Feel free to leave your suggestions, all the usual stuff. You guys know how it goes. So let's take a look at this team here. We got Life Orb Jolteon. We've got Lumberry Shiftry, because I don't have any way to get rid of Hazard, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to have a Focus Sash. Because once the rocks are up, or once the spikes are up, I am screwed when it comes to that. We have the Golbat, which is physically defensive with the Eviolite and all that jazz, but it's not packing the Defog, it actually has Taunt instead. So that's the only member of my team that is weak against rocks, so I really just don't worry about it. Then we have Choice Band Emboar, which hits like a truck. We have specially defensive Frillish, because I like Frillish better. And, oh, not better, but I like Frillish. I really do. I like it just as much as Jellicent. And then we have a Light Clay Bronzong, which is something that I use, it seems, quite often. I don't know. I like it. I like Pokemon that set up screens. That's just my thing. I don't know. That's not really my thing. Never mind. Just forget what I said. Alright, he's bringing some power here. Definitely some power. He's got Jolteon, Braviary, Mega Banette, I should say, not Banette. People have been correcting me on that because you can never say anything wrong on the internet. That is a big no-no. Then we have Whimsicott with the Prankster Shenanigans, and then the Slowking, which, you know, is going to be specially defensive, most likely, and then Hitmontop, which can do a couple of different things. It could be defensive with Intimidate, or it could be Technitop. So, let's see here. Let's see here. What is he going to start off with? I really don't know. If the Braviary is Choice Scarf, you might start off with that. Or the Jolteon, even. There's a lot of possibilities here, is what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of possibilities. That Banette is going to be a little bit of an issue, unless I can get Shiftry in on it with my Lumberry. That may come into play here, for sure. It definitely might. Let's see. I really don't know what he's going to start off with, to be honest with you. I really don't. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with Golbat. I think that's... No, I'm going to start off with Bronzong. I was thinking about Golbat, but if that Jolteon starts off, that's just a poop position. And even if he starts off with Braviary, he can just U-turn right into the Jolteon, and I'm still in a poop position. So we're going to lead up with the Bronzong. We're going to get up some screens, and we'll go from there. And actually, I thought I was taking a long time to choose my Pokemon, but my opponent actually took longer. He was really thinking about it, which I totally understand. I take a really long time to think of my moves and plays and all of those types of things. Even when I'm not recording, I still do kind of take a while. Just because I like to think things over. I often overthink. That's definitely one of my flaws, but it does happen. So we have Bronzong against this guy. The Banette. So he's gonna burn me, and I really don't care. So I'm gonna set up rocks. That's first things first, setting up the rocks for that Braviary. It's a problem if it's going to be choiced. I don't want it switching out without, you know, paying the price for it, which is 25% of his health. So I don't recall, what did he have? Oh, he had Hitmontop that could remove the hazards, so we'll see. We'll see. Actually, I hope you go for Sucker Punch. I hope you do. No, he goes for the knockoff. Okay, there goes our Light Clay. And oh my gosh, that's almost a one-shot. That did so much damage, it's not even funny. It is not even funny. Holy cannoli. Alright, now he's going to go for a priority move, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's what you're going to want to do here. So I kind of want to go... we need to be careful because we have a lot of Eviolite users. No, I think I'm just going to let him take me out here. As sad as it is to lose Bronzong this early, I don't really see anything I want to switch into. So, we're going to go for the Gyro Ball. The off chance he does something else. Now he goes for the knockoff again, which is a fairly good play. You know you're going to outspeed, so you might as well just go for it in the off chance, you know, I switch in Golbat or something. And then, boom, down goes the Eviolite. So that is a thing. Now we can go into Jolteon here, and we could Shadow Ball it, but I don't think that'll kill. So I kind of want to go into Chris and Flare Blitz. Or even Shiftry to just go for a knockoff. Because I don't think that'll kill, but that'll deal a butt ton of damage. And if he tries to burn me, he's gonna waste his turn, basically. That has a lot of potential, actually. That really does have a lot of potential. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna go into Shiftry here, and we're gonna knock off. And if he wants to switch in his, what do you call it? Your Hitmontop, then so be it. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for Willow here. I see no reason for him not to, unless he wants to scout and see what I'm gonna do. But is it worth letting me get up a Swords Dance if he switch out? Oh, he is gonna switch out. Okay, he's gonna go into his Hitmontop. I'm guessing that's what this is. Yeah, it's the Hitmontop. He's gonna do his little dancey thing. I love the way he dances around this gen. It's so cool. He is Intimidate. Fair enough. Everyone seems to use him in defensive role. So we're gonna get rid of his left. Wow, that did a lot. Okay, it's a crit. I was about to say, that is a ridiculous amount. Alright, he's Assault Vest. He is Assault Vest. So, Lacey's coming in here. If you're going to try to Rapid Spin, that's not going to work out. I could go into Golbat, but I'm immune to your fighting. I'm immune to, you know, your Rapid Spinning shenanigans. I don't know what you would have for me as an Assault Vest user. He probably has priority, too. Mach Punch, maybe even Fake Out. So I think Lacey is a good switch here. Freelish can take most of the hits that this would want to dish out. That Banette is still going to be a problem. I don't want to leave Shiftry in here because it may, you know, come down to the end where he tries to Will-O-Wisp me. And judging by the way I brought him out, though, I would be worried that it was Lumberry. I definitely would be. All right, there's Lacey coming out here, and he's going to pull a double out into the Banette, I'm thinking. No, Torque. What is Torque? That is the Jolteon. Very good double switch by my opponent. Possibly, it doesn't matter what he was predicting. He could have predicted the Golbat or this. Jolteon's a good switch for either, so it worked out well for him. Now, at this point, I would go for a Shadow Ball. I really would. Now, I can go into Shiftry and be just fine, but if he has HP Ice, that's not going to be a good time for me. Do I dare go for a Scald just to get damage off on this thing? Because I think he's going to go for Shadow Ball. I really do believe that. I don't know if it'll be a 2-hit KO. I'm going to go for Scald. We're going to see what he does. He is going to go for the Shadow Ball, predicting the Jolteon to come in. And we'll see how much that does. That's not going to do half. Wow. Not even half. We get a nice little Scald off. And that doesn't do much. We don't get a burn either, which is a bit unfortunate. Now he might go for an electric type move. Wait. Did we see a life? Oh, I should have paid more attention. I keep thinking, oh, mine's Life Orb, so every Jolteon is Life Orb. I don't think we saw Life Orb recoil, did we? That little bit of damage we saw was Rocks and then Scald. I'm pretty sure. So he could be choiced into this, which is not the worst thing in the world for us. It really is not. Let's see here. Do I dare switch in Shiftry? No, I need to wait another turn to make sure that I am correct about all that stuff. He's going to withdraw as we get a recover off. Okay. Yeah, I think he's definitely Specs. Out comes the Whimsicott. Okay. What do you have for me, I wonder? Are you going to be offensive? That would be scary. That would be definitely scary. Now these things, they have Prankster, so they can do things like Stun Spore and, you know, all of that fun stuff. Now, do I have something I want to switch in on you? I would love to switch Chris in, but I don't want to get paralyzed. I really don't. If I had to guess, I would say a grass-type move, though. I have lots of switch-ins to grass-type moves. 4 of my 6 Pokemon resist it. He could go for a Fairy-type move, too. Now, Chris doesn't take that much from it because it's not a resisted hit, but it's neutral. Golbat resists the stabs, though. Oh, we could go for Leech Seed as well. That is possible. I don't like Leech Seed. I don't like that at all. And Shiftry doesn't like Fairy-type moves, so you know what? We're going to go into Golbat here. I feel like that's the safest play. I don't want to get paralyzed, but that's the safest switch that I have at this point because it resists stab. He does go for the Stun Spore, and we avoid the attack. Now, I'm going to let him paralyze me. And am I? Yeah, I'm going to Brave Bird you. I am. That's unfortunate. I mean, it's a 75% accuracy move, so I can see that you would be missing it a lot, but it still stinks. It still is really unfortunate. I have to say, you know, I get upset every time I miss a Willow, and it's an 85% accuracy move, so I know there's one side of it that, you know, you should expect it to miss, and you can't get mad for it, you know, missing if you decide to run it willingly. But on the other side of things, when you're, you know, being competitive and you're trying to win the match and you know that that will give you an advantage and the odds are stacked in your favor and it still misses, it's still a little bit frustrating sometimes. Sometimes more than others. But I guess you just have to learn how to roll with the punches. Hopefully that is not game-changing. I don't think that would really change the game too much. This Golbat is not, you know, a speedster. It has like base 90 or 95 speed, but it's uninvested. It's defensive. So I don't think we have too much to worry about here. He's taking his time thinking about his move. I'm going for the Brave Bird regardless, just to get damage on this thing. He's going to withdraw, actually. What are you going into? Lady Bow, what is that? That's the Banette. Okay, I kind of wish I taunted you. He takes a little bit of damage due to the rocks, and we'll get a nice little Brave Bird off, which it's not going to do that much, but it'll do some. Wow, that did over half. He pretty much has to Will-O-Wisp me now, I'm guessing. And that makes me kind of want to switch in Chris here. Is that worth it? I don't think I want to take the extra damage from the Shadow Sneak the following turn. So I think I'm just going to Brave Bird again and get as much damage off as possible. Oh, he's going for an attacking type move. Oh, he's going for the knockoff, isn't he? That's what he continued to go for before, hoping that I would overpredict maybe and switch out. But now we don't even have to worry about that Will-O-Wisp. Golbat taking out a Mega Banette. Oh my goodness, that is ridiculous. I was not expecting that at all. I know Banette is fairly weak, but still. Alrighty here, so the Jolteon comes back out. I'm not sure what you're going to go for. We can easily switch Shiftry in and then go for Sucker Punch to kill this thing. But I don't know that I want to do that. I really don't know that I want to do that. Decisions. I don't want to get stuck in a speed tie either, which is what it'll end up being. Yeah, that's not really a good position for us to be in, is it? It really isn't. Alright, we're going to switch in Shiftry. That's just what it is. I don't like taking damage on Shiftry, but that's what we're going to do. Especially with that Banette gone. So, we'll see what happens here. He is going to go for the Volt switch, and now he can switch in the Hitmontop for free, basically, which really stinks. And he saw that I switched in the Frillish last time. So, I don't know what he's going to think I'm going to do from here. Because I do have a couple switch-ins. Golbat can take on the Frillish fairly easily. Because I'm immune to its stab, first of all. I'm pretty sure I'm immune to most priorities that it gets, like Fake Out, Quick Attack, Mach Punch. It also gets the Bullet Punch, but that is, you know, a resistant hit on Frillish. I don't think that's going to be KOing. anytime soon. Now, if it has knockoff, that could be a problem. That could definitely be a problem. And the Hitmontop, we know it has to have 4 attacks because it just does. It just has to have 4 attacks because it had the Assault Vest and we had that knocked off earlier on. So there's the Intimidate. We're not staying in here. There's no reason for that. I saw how little a Seed Bomb did to a defensive Hitmontop at -1 previously in the last match, so we're not even going to bother. And I'm going to go into Lacey here because I just am. I don't want him getting a Rapid Spin off, not with that Braviary around. I'm not messing around with it. He does go for the Rapid Spin, and we block it effectively. Good job, Lacey. Very good job. Now, is it worth just going for a Scald here? I think it is, just to get some damage on something. And possibly a burn. Or is it... Because I keep thinking that the Jolteon's going to come out, but we can take on the Jolteon one-on-one just fine. So I'm going to Scald. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I could spam the Nightshade. I haven't shown him that move yet. But with that Braviary round, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not positive that he's just not going to switch it in. Oh, he has the Sucker Punch. Okay, that's going to hurt. That deals a nice chunk of damage. So he was expecting a Scald, which is fine. Can we get a burn here? No, we cannot. Now I am going to Willow you. Before we do anything else, I'm going to Willow you. A good play right now would be to switch in the Jolteon. But whether or not he's going to do that is, I guess, a different story. At least we'll get some residual damage going on it. Some nice passive damage. But I think we're in a range at this point at about like 60% of our health that a T-Bolt can take us out. So we do need to be careful. He is going to, can't talk. He is going to withdraw and go into the Whimsicott. Okay, so we're going to get some residual damage going on this. He takes some more damage due to the rocks. And there's the Willow. So there we go. That really, it's not a big deal because obviously it's a special attacker and he's using the Prankster shenanigans. So we may see an Encore come out here. I'm not really sure. I'm scared of the Moonblast though, so I'm not going to bring Shiftry in. We could just switch in Jolteon because he can't really touch us other than Leech Seed. And then we can just Volt Switch out. So, yep, I'm going to switch in the Jolteon here. I'm not really afraid of it. I'm really not. Shadow Ball won't kill from that range, but we can always Volt Switch out and just, it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. He does go for the Moonblast, maybe predicting the Jolteon, I'm not sure. Because he did go for the, wow, he gets a special attack drop. He did go for the Stun Spore last time, so Jolteon is somewhat of an obvious switch. Now, our special defense did drop, which is a bit unfortunate, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Is he gonna switch out his own Jolteon here? Or is he gonna be real and just go for another Moonblast? Because our, not our special defense, our special attack dropped from the Moonblast. I'm sorry, it wasn't Shadow Wall. I think I'm gonna hard switch, predicting that Jolteon. I don't want to give it any health back. That's for certain. I don't want to do that under, you know, no circumstances is that something that I want to happen. So let's see. Question is, what do I go into? And I guess it's Golbat. Is that really the only thing I have to go into? I guess it is. If we get paralyzed, we get paralyzed. I don't know. I mean, we can get some more burn damage. Definitely a Brave Bird will take it out from here. He's going to withdraw. Okay. Was not expecting that. You going into the Jolteon? Yeah, he does go into the Jolteon. That was a safe play, but I was not going to fall for that. We're still kind of in a crappy position here just because Choice Specs T-Bolt / Volt Switch is going to hurt a lot. So what do we go into? We might benefit actually just from leaving Golbat in here. Maybe. Maybe. No, that's not the right play. See, if he goes for Shadow Ball, his Ohm comes back in, and he wins a speed tie and gets another Shadow Ball off, I think we just lose Jolteon. We can take one, though. we can take one. And I haven't switched Jolteon in on Jolteon yet, so we'll see what happens. If he goes for Hidden Power, that would be like the best case scenario, because I don't think that's a 2-hit KO. Jolteon, we think of it as being a very frail Pokemon, but it actually has like base 90 special defense. It's the HP and physical defense that are just trash. So that is a thing indeed. That is a thing. This is the third battle I'm having today. I haven't been doing so well. Or, I'm sorry, this is the fourth battle I'm having today. Not doing so well. I'm like 1 and 2. That doesn't happen often. He goes with a Signal Beam. That's a 2-shot for sure. Well, actually, that's really close. That is really close. I'm going for Shadow Ball, and we'll see if we win the speed tie. Because I'm pretty sure he's Timid Max Speed. They usually run that, unless he's Scarf, which that is not something that you see. We're at about the same amount of health here. Are you going to switch out? It's the Jolteon face-off, ladies and gents. The Jolteon face-off. Who's going to come out on top? It's all going to depend on the flip of a coin, unless he decides to hard switch out here. So we are about 18 minutes or so, 17, 18 minutes into this battle. It is 5-5. 5-5. Quite a bit of my opponent's team is weakened. He's missing some items, such as the Assault Vest on the Hitmontop. This Jolteon is weakened, so that's good. The Whimsicott on my opponent's side is burned. It has some prior damage on it. We haven't seen the Braviary come out yet. It is going to get hurt quite a bit by rocks. So there's that. That's definitely working in our favor. If it's Scarfed, I think it outspeeds Jolteon. I'm not sure. I'm not positive. He might have to be Jolly Scarf. I don't know, because Braviary has like base 80 speed. Jolteon has base 130. So, yeah. Yeah. We'll see what he wants to do here. He's taking a long time to think about this move. I chose my move maybe almost a minute ago now. He's really thinking hard about this move. And he is going to withdraw. He's not going to risk the speed tie. I don't blame him. I wouldn't either. Not with my luck. Never, never. The Hitmontop's going to come out. And he's going to basically sacrifice it here as he gets the Intimidate off. I don't know if this was an over-prediction or if this was him just sacking it off. Will that actually kill? It will, barely. Thankfully, we knocked off that Assault Vest. He definitely would have survived that otherwise. We're going to get hurt by the Life Orb. Now he knows for sure that we're not Specs. I don't know if we showed it to him earlier. I'm not positive. Not positive. I'm not positive about a lot of things. I'm not on my game. I haven't actually battled before today. I have not battled in 2 weeks. I haven't. I bulk recorded, and I haven't really been recording, Wi-Fi battles. I've been recording other stuff. And, yeah, that's just what it is. I guess you could say I'm a little rusty. My predictions have been awful today, that's for sure. We outspeed you. Will a Shadow Ball kill you? It might. And I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to Shadow. I don't want anything getting... Oh, he goes for the Lead Seed. Okay, I was about to say, I don't want anything getting paralyzed if I can help it. And a Shadow Ball plus the burn should kill this thing. I'm pretty sure. Okay, the Shadow Ball gets a crit. I don't know how much that mattered. I'm not sure. It depends on his spread. It depends on if he was invested in his special defense or not. Most are physically defensive from what I've seen. That doesn't mean that he's not specially defensive. That doesn't mean that he didn't have investment into special defense either. So that's a hard sell. I'm not sure. Okay, so out comes the Jolteon. It's going to get hurt by rocks. And now we're playing the coin flip game. I'm not switching out. Am I? I just got finished saying I'm not switching out. No, I really don't see any reason to keep this other than Braviary. The off chance that it's not Scarf, but we have Golbat for that. Golbat can take any hit from Braviary and respond back. And if it's bulk up or sub bulk up, I can taunt it. So there's that. Let's see here. I'm just going to Shadow Ball. We'll see what happens here. Okay, he wins the speed tie, so our Jolteon is going to go down, which is unfortunate. I'm pretty sure it was a speed tie. Or he's Scarfed. I guess we haven't seen if he's Specs or Scarf. But Scarf Jolteon's not really a thing. It's really not. We can go into Chris here just because we can take any hit from this thing. And we know he's going to go for Shadow Ball. We know he's... Well, actually, we know he's locked in. So we could actually go into Shiftry if we really wanted to. That has a lot of potential. That has a lot of potential, actually. Let's go into Shiftry. And let's get a knockoff off, because he's, you know, without his Hitmontop, without his Whimsicott, what do you really want to switch in on this? I'm not going to go for Sucker Punch. I'm just going to go for knockoff. We'll see. We'll see. If he wants to switch in his Braviary, he's going to take a butt ton of damage due to the rocks and the knockoff, and we'll remove whatever item he has, which means no more Scarf if you have that. So that'll help us out. He is going to withdraw because he doesn't want to Shadow Ball Shiftry. That's just a sacrifice of the Jolteon there. Out comes the Braviary. There's a nice 25% due to the rocks, and we'll get to see what item he's holding here. Wow, another crit! That is really unfortunate. I'm pretty sure that mattered. It was Choice Band, so we would have... not necessarily. If he was Jolly Choice Band, he would have outsped us, but we could have Sucker Punched him to kill him off. So I guess he was sacrificing it. I don't know. I really don't know. I guess it also depends on whether or not he had HP investment. Normally with the band, you don't have HP investment. That's just unfortunate. I don't really know what else to say other than that just is kind of lame. So now we can go for a Sucker Punch to kill you off, because I don't think you're going to Hard Switch. That doesn't make any sense. We haven't shown the Sucker Punch yet, but we're going to go for it here. And hopefully that will finish off this Jolteon. Because he has the Signal Beam, that'll one-shot us if, you know, he were to get the attack through, but he's not going to. He's not going to be able to bypass that beautiful, beautiful Sucker Punch from good old Shiftry. Shiftry is absolutely amazing. One of my favorite Pokemon. I've used it a lot this gen. I used it a lot earlier on, and I kind of got away from it, you know, in the Wi-Fi battles and stuff. I use it on Showdown. I use it all over the place. Shiftry is just an amazing Pokemon. It's got so many different things it can do. You know, it can go mixed, it can be special, it can be Nasty Plot, Swords Dance, it can have Defog. It's got a lot of things going for it. Really does. And a pretty cool typing too. You know, it has access to Knockoff, which had the huge buff this gen. Dark typing in general as an offensive typing, you know, got a big buff with the Steel, you know, defenses getting nerfed and all that jazz. Sucker Punch does take out the Jolteon, and we're down to one Pokemon remaining. And it's going to be Gumshoe. We haven't seen this yet. This is going to be the Slowking. And he hasn't switched it in, mostly because Shiftry's been on the field a lot. Shiftry and Jolteon, neither of which, you know, is really a good switch. And I guess we can just knock off its item first. Seed Bomb would be more powerful. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because knockoff gets the boost here. So knockoff is the way to go. We get rid of his lefties. He's going to go for the Scald. So he doesn't have Ice Beam. That is interesting. He gets the burn. But we have a Lumberry, so just adding insult to injury here, basically, because this match is all but over. We'll go for the Seed Bomb here, just to finish him off. Now, Seed Bomb is more powerful. Not that it matters. I'm surprised that Gumshoe here didn't see more. Another crit! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's just, the hacks just pooped all over this man in this battle. I'm sorry about that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm kind of surprised that the Slowking didn't get used a little bit more. But to be fair, really the only reason it appeared to be there in the battle would be to wall Emboar, which did not even see the light of day in this match. In fact, I think it's the only Pokemon that didn't get into the battle. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this match. I thought it was a lot of fun. I've had fun using this team. I think I'm going to call it quits with this team, however, unless I have any other challenges in my Twitter inbox, which I don't think I do. I need to move on to record some other stuff today anyway. So thank you very much for the match. Arc, as always, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the match. If you did, make sure you're leaving a like, rating, and a comment, all that good stuff, and I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.